What's up? What's up? This your boy JG back with another video on music tips and reviews with JG. Thank y'all for tuning in. If you tuned in, if you haven't seen my video of my study of neo songwriting, check that out as well. If you missed that, but thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of music tips and reviews with JG. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please press the subscribe button so you'll be updated on all my latest content. So appreciate y'all for tuning in. So today I want to talk about the dreams songwriting. The dream songwriting. He had his big run around the late 2000s. As far as his hit streak as far as songwriting, and he had a lot of hits with a lot of female artists like Beyonce, Rihanna, and artists like that. So again, appreciate y'all for tuning in. I hope y'all learn some stuff. I hope you write down some notes from what I say today. Like, in order for you to be great, at songwriting or anything that you do, you have to study the greats and how they did it. Like, if you want to be a great financial person, a lot of people study Warren Buffett because, of course, he's one of the richest men in the world. And so as far as songwriting, it's a lot of big songwriters, and The Dream is one of them, especially currently, especially from the 2000s. The Dream had a lot of big hits, in the 2000s. So I want to go through probably two songs from him, like two big songs he's written, that changed the sound of R&B music and urban music. So I want to get into the first song. I want to get into Rihanna, Umbrella, because this song really changed his career as a songwriter, and it really impacted Rihanna's career as an artist. So I say I had to do this song because this is one of their big collaborations together. Of course, they went on later on to write more, work on more songs together, but this song was like the big song right here. So I'm gonna get into talking about the lyrics and stuff like that, the structure, and bring out a few points of what I've learned from the Dream songwriting. So I'm gonna get into Umbrella. So I'm gonna skip Jay-Z's part. Of course, Jay-Z's dope with the songwriting himself, but I'm gonna get into some other parts. This first, the verse when she comes in. You have my heart, we'll never be worlds apart. Maybe in magazines, but you'll still be my star. So I love the Dream songwriting. He always has a clever rhyme scheme, and he always very complex in his verses. But when he gets to the hook, he gets more simple. But I love the wordplay. I guess he's saying a relationship, you may be far apart sometimes, but you still connected in a way. Like she's saying, you can get under my umbrella. It's like you still, you might be separated because one person goes this way and be successful or something like that, but you still connected. So that's what I got from this song. You might got something else from this song, but it's just talking about eternal, or like an eternal commitment or relationship between two people, whether they be married or just have a relationship as far as a friendship. So that's what I got from this song. So you can't see shining cars, that's when you need me there. With you I'll always share, because and I love his choruses. And another thing I get from the Dream is simplicity, as far as the hooks is concerned. When the sun shine, we shine together. Told you I'll be here forever. So he always has like a clever rhyme scheme as far as his songs, and that's what I like about the Dream. He always have a clever rhyme scheme about his songs, and that's what I get from it. And then he said, "You can stay under my umbrella," and he always have like a chant, Ella, Ella, eh. He always had those different phrases, different voice sounds in his song to really add ambiance and the other thing, a hypnosis to his music. So simplicity, rhyme scheme, hypnosis, and some type of chant or phrase that's very catchy, and that's what I get from the Dream songwriting as far as his structure of his songs is concerned. Like I said, this is one of his big songs, and I love the second verse. The third verse. These fancy things will never come in between. You part of my entity, here for infinity. So I love the rhyme scheme. I love the words. He used big words, but it's very like and his songs like a releasing tension. So when it gets to the hook, it's very simple, but his verses is somewhat complex, and that's what I like about he shows that he's very poetic as far as his hooks and stuff, but he shows that he can be simple as well. So, and that's also what I learned from Babyface songwriting. He's very simple, straight to the point as far as his hooks, but in some ways he's complex. So that's what makes these songwriters great. So I'll play a little bit of Umbrella, and I know a lot of you know this song. So
you can't see shiny cars, and that's why I'll be here forever. Said I'll always be your friend. Took a note.
So that's that's Rihanna, Umbrella. And I know y'all heard that. Under my umbrella, Ella, Ella, eh. So I know y'all heard that song. So that's Rihanna, Umbrella. And I'm gonna get to another song written by The Dream. I'm gonna get into Single Ladies. I'm gonna get into that song as well. Single Ladies is one of his other big songs. Like I said, he got a lot of fame, a lot of notoriety from female artists. So let me get to Single Ladies, written by, and shout out to Tricky Stewart. He produced both of these songs, Umbrella and Single Ladies. So they had a long, partnership as far as music is concerned, collaboration, and the intro, all the single ladies, all the single ladies. So he always has like a chant, like I said, and a type of hypnosis to his music, and that's what makes his song so special. And appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you want to support, you can cash app me at $JGillsVA. It's at the bottom of the screen. And Beyonce, Single Ladies. It starts, up in the club, just broke up. I'm doing my own little thing. So it's like the woman is independent, but like I said, I love his rhyme scheme and the clever words, the way he put words together. And everybody knows this song, Decided to Dip, but now you want a trip. Another brother noticed me. So she's talking about, this guy's waited so long to put a ring on it. It just so clever the way he put these words together. And I guess she's saying another person is getting her attention, now you want my attention. and I love when it get to the hook. It's so catchy. Like I say, he has a lot of hypnosis in his songs. Like it's very catchy. Like even if you're not listening to the song, you still have that song in your head. And so, cause if you like it, you should have put a ring on it. So that's real catchy. And then he goes to oh 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 oh. So it's like a chant, and I love this song that it got a bridge, and I love the second verse, and I love the song because it got that big bridge. Don't treat me to the things of the world. I'm not that kind of girl. So I love your love is what I prefer, what I deserve, and I like the way that bridge go, and yeah, that's Single Ladies. So we're gonna listen to some of it. And it shows the sensuality of the woman also in the song. So I love the song Single Ladies. Very catchy song. Shout out to Tricky Stewart for the production on this song. So like I said, in the Dream songwriting, it's very simple. And then, he has a clever rhyme scheme. And he has somewhat of a hypnosis in his songs, like if you're not listening to the song no more, you still have that lyric or that chant in your head. And like I went to Umbrella by Rihanna. It's very catchy, like Ella Ella eh. So you keep those memories in your head even though you're not listening to the song. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you want to put a comment in YouTube, because I can't really see the comments in Facebook. So if you want to leave a comment, put it in YouTube, Music Tips and Reviews with JG. But yeah, the Dream writing was very, very incredible, especially in the late 2000s. So I'm gonna get to a interview he did a few years ago that was very good. He was talking about how he wrote Single Ladies. So I'm gonna get into that clip when he's talking about him writing Single Ladies. So I'm gonna get into that now. Again, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Appreciate y'all. So yeah, if you want to be great in songwriting, you got to learn from the greats. You have to study how these songwriters put songs together. Like the Dream, I love especially the simplicity and the melodic sense he has in the song. So this is him talking about Single Ladies. I like what he said about him creating Single Ladies. So let's check it out.
Time when I wrote that record, I was on a tour with Jay and Mary J. Blige at the time, and I believe Jay caught me in one of the.
So a lot of these songwriters, they was artists themselves, and sometimes you have to get into that realm, in order to expose your music. You have to get into that artist, somewhat of that artist, aspect of your career.
Cities, and he was like, "Yo, I need you to go in with my girl." We went to Rock the Mic and there's everybody, and this is a true story. Everybody's ready to work. Stargate's in one room. There's a couple other producers in one.
So again, thank y'all for tuning in. If you want to support my channel, you can send me a Cash App at $JGillsVA. So appreciate y'all for tuning in. This is my study of the Dream songwriting. I went through Rihanna, Umbrella, and Beyonce Single Ladies. So he's talking about in this clip, how he wrote Single Ladies.
One of the side rooms, Timberlands in the back, and I walk in, and the thing that people mostly don't know about me is I talk shit to literally rip myself up to do it. Like, it's not that I may believe it is the crazy part of like, why did you put yourself in that scenario? Now you got to come up with some shit. So I walk into the studio and I'm just loud and obnoxious and being silly. And I said, I don't know who has or think they have the first single on B, but it's over with. I got the first single.
So, you know, he came in with confidence, you know, knowing that he had that first big song for, you know, Beyonce.
I had not wrote a record. I didn't know what I was gonna write. I ain't heard a beat, nothing. I'm like literally backed myself into this corner. And that wasn't the first record I wrote that night. It was another record that was really, really good. It just wasn't Single Ladies, which was the next record I wrote, which it took approximately around 17 minutes to do. And usually those songs.
So wow, he wrote Single Ladies in 17 minutes. That's crazy. You know, that's, you know, and it comes with practice, you know, the speed of songwriting and writing a good song at that.
That take the small amount of times are usually the bigger ones because you're not thinking about it. It's just a mood. I had no idea. I had already been calculating what I felt like Beyonce should say to everybody if you were Beyonce, which is kind of everybody. If you're not married, like you're in a relationship with some guy that just happens to be Jay-Z.
Just happens to be.
You're in a relationship with a guy, you want him to commit. So how do I make this a coffee table conversation that the guys are...
So yeah, during this time, you know, Beyonce was about to get married to Jay-Z, and he didn't put the ring on it yet. So it's good that he pulled from those things about Beyonce. So like when you working with an artist, you know, you're not just writing songs, but you're kind of having conversations with them, trying to see what's going on in their life. And you can pull from those things as far as, you know, songwriting and, you know, create songs from those real life experiences or situations. So
of course gonna lynch me for, of course. But all the women are gonna love it, and that's who I love, so I don't really care. So I come up with this brilliant idea of if you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. Like, yeah, that sounds like some sassy shit a girl would say to me. Like it was like, well, now I'm gone, so you should have said something at first. Bye. So
Amazing record. Now an anthem for really single ladies everywhere. Like.
yeah, so that's a, you know, like he said, that's an anthem for you know, the single ladies out there. So yeah.
Yeah, forever. Thanks, Dream.
So that was the Dream talking about single ladies. So he gonna talk about his highest paying, you know, songs. I'm gonna get into that.
Are you?
So appreciate y'all for tuning in. Appreciate y'all for tuning in to my study, you know, of the Dream songwriting, and appreciate y'all for checking it out. And I hope you got something from this.
Work with some of like the biggest artists around and have written some of the biggest hits around. What's your songwriting process like?
Songwriting process. There isn't a process. I mean, we're in the process right now. Like,
So now he talking about his songwriting process, how he put songs together.
I'm suppressing it for this interview, but there's songs that are happening in my head right now. I'm like, man, I can't wait to find a studio to put my ideas down. So there's never really like a...
And that's how you found, you know, he is as a music creator. Like he said, he's thinking the songs right now as he's in the interview. And that's, you know, that's how I be feeling sometimes. I be thinking of lyrics, you know, I be at work or anything, and you just always thinking of ideas.
a process of how to do it. You know, of course, we have to capture, which just throughout the day follows me around, yeah, and robs me of my time.
So you can see something and be inspired in.
Of course,
right?
immediately.
Yeah. So Umbrella.
Umbrella.
That, I guess, megapulted Rihanna onto like the pop stratosphere.
Oh yeah. That was the one.
So yeah, Umbrella was a big song, you know, he wrote Umbrella was a big song he wrote for Rihanna. and that, you know, catapulted her career. So
Did you know it was going to be as big of a hit as it was?
I didn't know how big it was going to be. I definitely knew it was going to change something. I knew it was a great record, even for me.
So that's a big thing, you know, as songwriter. You gotta be confident in the song, even when some people might say, "Nah, that ain't the song." You have to be confident in that song, and then once you have, you know, a whole lot of confidence in the song, it can come to reality that, you know, it can become a hit. So
For anybody, if anybody had did that record at that particular time, I just thought that it was a great record. It was a great sound, the cadence. It's just great.
And I believe he was about to get his song to Britney Spears, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Britney Spears.
I didn't know how big it was going to become, you know. But I'm happy it did what it did. Probably Umbrella, but I think maybe Single Ladies has caught it. I'm not sure. And lo and behold, Baby makes a lot of money. Actually.
And also, Baby is a big song he wrote, and it got all those elements that I talked about earlier in the song Baby by Justin Bieber. So yeah, they like his top 3, you know, selling songs.
And still is. Baby by Justin Bieber is pretty. It does its thing.
Did you write any of these particular songs with any of these artists in mind?
Yeah, Baby definitely was written with Justin in mind, and Single Ladies definitely. I wrote that in the studio, like with B in the next room. So, yeah.
So that was the Dream, talking about you know, his high paying songs, and talking about, you know, how fast he came up with Single Ladies. So this has been my study of the Dream songwriting. Like I said, simplicity I get from his songs, clever rhyme scheme, hypnosis, you know, very the hooks is very like hypnotizing. It's like his song stays in your head all the time, and that's why I learned, you know, have something in the song where it stays in people's head. So, you know, have somewhat of a hypnosis in your songwriting, and memorable chants and phrases, you know, in the song. Something that, you know, when somebody prays, it takes you back, you know, to a certain time, you know, thinking about something. So, you know, those are things that I got from the Dream songwriting. If you got something from it, and, you know, things that you also get from the Dream songwriting, and any artist, any songwriter you want me to, you know, talk about next, let me know in the comment section. You know, a certain songwriter that you look up to, maybe we can talk about them, you know, in the next video. But I appreciate y'all for checking this out. Like I said, you know, simplicity, hypnosis, you know, as far as the songwriting, you know, memorable chants and phrases, and you know, like a good rhyme scheme. You know, those things are good pointers, you know, as far as songwriting is concerned. So I appreciate y'all for checking this out. This been another video from your boy JG. All right, peace.